So I'm currently in Morocco and I went quad biking today and it was so much fun. Anyways, whilst I was on the quad bike, well, I wasn't driving, my best friend was driving. I was thinking about how most of us always say that we want to heal our inner child. And I get that. And I get that point. Of course, we want to heal our inner child. But I feel like the real version of myself that was insecure, felt like they weren't themselves, or very confused, muted by other people, was my teenage self. And I feel like lately I have been healing my teenage self. And I feel like we always talk about healing the inner child, doing things our younger selves would do. And I feel like were like, okay, younger selves. And then we just talk about like our 5-year-old selves or like our 10-year-old selves. Well, that's what I used to think about. I had to sit back and be like, no, my younger self is like my teenage self. Do you get? Lately, I've always been saying that I'm healing my inner child. Like that's like the most important thing to me right now. Yeah, I was a child, but I'm actually healing my teen self. Like I'm healing the 15-year-old Christine. That's what I'm doing. I'm reconnecting with the version of me who stopped expressing herself, not the child who was still innocent and free. Like there's two different people. Like I feel like as a child, I was able to express myself and I was able to do whatever I wanted. But as a teenager, I just stopped being that person. And that's why I was just a bit lost for a very long time. Healing my inner teen self looks like wearing the clothes that I want to wear, doing the things I want to do, saying the things I want to say. I feel like I am so much more free now because I was never free before, because I just wanted to fit in, because that was my goal. Not to be happy, but to fit in. And mate, that really messes with your brain. I did that for years. My whole of secondary school, that was what I was doing, just trying to fit in, like trying to fit into this bubble. For what? Trying to act cool and look cool in front of the boys and look cool in front of the popular girls. Like, bro, Christine, like, you don't need to do all that. Now I'm so free and I'm actually being myself. Like, I'm being crazy. I'm being the person that I've always been at home. You know that version of yourself when you're by yourself in your room and you're being your full self because no one is watching. My goal is to act like that in every space I'm in. Because what the hell is the point of trying to pretend to be someone you're not? Because you're never going to be happy. When I was a teenager, I was looking at all these people that were just having so much fun, being crazy, being free, because they were being themselves, right? But like I wasn't doing that and I was just trying to be like them. But no, be who you are.
Be who you are for your pride. Don't hide.
Be who you want to be, and then you will be happy, because that is my goal. My goal is not to have all the money in the world. Like, of course, having money would be great, but that's not my goal. My goal is to make sure that my inner teen is happy, because I never gave myself the space to act like myself. And that is exactly what I'm doing now. Being myself, being true to who I am, doing the things I want to do, not because of anyone else, doing the things I know my heart would like. Yeah? Healing my teenage self is not always about going back to the wounds and the hurt that I faced back in those days. No. It's about giving my teenage self the things that she never got to experience. The freedom that I always wanted. Give myself the space to be crazy and chaotic and insane every single day without not giving a flying hoot what anyone says. Giving myself the space to have a voice and an opinion without being scared about what other people would think about that opinion. Because it's my opinion. I was always so scared to say my opinion because I didn't want people to think I was weird. Child, you know, it's so stupid. Who do I want to make happy? My teenage self. And I always just circle back to that. I'm starting to be more expressive about the things I love. There were so many things I was so scared to say that I love. I really, really love taking pictures of big versions of things. You know, when you go to like a petrol station and you see a big Costa coffee, I love taking pictures of those kind of stuff. But back in the day, I was always too scared to admit that. Why? Why are you even scared? Who freaking cares? That's what I like doing, because I'm so confident in those things. No one has ever told me like, oh, Christine, that's weird. And even if they do, I really don't give a because that's what I like. And I know that my teenage self would be so proud of that, because that was something that I was so scared of doing. What I would say is just think back to your teenage self. Think about what they wanted to do, but they were too scared to do. And then do those things. Do those things with confidence, because your inner teen will be very happy. Of course, heal your inner child, but don't forget about your teenage self as well. Heal that part of you. Give yourself the space to wear what you want, express your emotions how you want to express them, do those hobbies that you want to do. People might not agree with it. That's what happens with life. Not everyone's going to agree with everything that you say. But as long as you're happy and you're doing the thing that heals your inner teen, that is the most important thing, bruv. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon. I don't know what time you guys are watching this video. Bye.